Okay, so thank you all for joining me today. My name is Victoria Chung, and I'm a field marketing specialist out of the Sacramento Tahoe region. Today, we're going to be covering social media advertising that works, and that is Boost by Homespotter. So just a reminder, all of your microphones at this time are muted. Please stay muted unless instructed otherwise, but please feel free to put any questions that you might have in the chat, and we can address them later at the end. Again, this session will be recorded for future viewing. So Boost by Homespotter. The goal today is to enable you to better leverage the power of Coldwell Banker and utilize a company-provided tool designed to grow your business. If you need any further assistance with perhaps placing an order, or if you have follow-up questions that are more suited to a one-on-one appointment, your local field marketing specialist and/or your sales support administrator can assist you with that. On our agenda today, we're going to be covering what is Boost by Homespotter, what types of ad campaigns can be run, what's the value of using Boost, and some FAQs and a live demonstration on how to place an agent promo ad. So what is Boost by Homespotter? Boost is a social web advertising solution or product offered by Coldwell Banker by the company Homespotter. Boost is offered through multiple listing concierge packages, and it's another way to syndicate property ads online. So as of right now, with with listing concierge packages, they're currently offered with bronze packages, gold packages, and platinum packages. The silver package does not automatically include Boost, but there is the option to trade brochures to get Boost ad instead. Boost is designed for real estate agents to simplify the process of creating and running targeted digital ad campaigns. And Boost takes care of the design templates, and it'll target efficiently to produce more leads for you. I didn't realize these clicked through. Give me 1 second. So what type of ad campaigns can you run with Boost? Boost allows for 2 different types of ad campaigns. Those are active listing campaigns or agent promo campaigns. And we will go through those in the next few slides. Listing ad campaigns are ad campaigns for your listings. So any kind of active listing you might have, you can create a listing ad for. When you log into Boost, the first thing you'll see if you have an active listing are these kind of little icons at the top of your dashboard that allow you to, with a couple of clicks, create a listing ad for your active listing. There are a couple of different types of listing ads. They'll allow you to add on little icons for just solds or price improvements as well. You can also include special icons for virtual open houses, virtual tours, and open house types of advertisements. Now, with listing advertisements, you have the option of choosing your runtime. So you can do it by week. So 1 week of ad time will usually run you about $40, $39. With Coldwell Banker, you do get a discounted price, so that's what you're seeing there. Now with agent promo ads, these are a little bit different. So agent promo ads are if you'd like to run an ongoing ad for yourself as an agent just to promote you and your services. Now these are subscription based and they start at $99 a month and they can continue on. You can cancel whenever you'd like to, but those achieve an estimated about 8,000 to 12,000 monthly ad views. And these are a great way to promote yourself as a new agent or if you're just looking for some new leads. Now, ad setup is relatively simple. Once you click on create ad listing or create listing ad, then you'll be prompted with a screen like this. You can edit the images, you can edit the content and the verbiage that's in there. You can choose your audience. You can target the radius around the listing, or you can target a different radius that's in a different geographic location. You can also target a list of your own. So you can upload a list of your sphere of influence or maybe some open house attendees that you might have met before. Of course, you can set the budget and choose your ad time to run. And then all you do is check out. With listing concierge packages, those geographic regions are usually targeted around the listing address. As far as finding your leads, now this is something that is a big tip for all Homespotter users. So many times I've seen agents purchase Listing Concierge packages, which comes with Homespotter Boost, but they don't do the follow-up work of going back into Homespotter to pull those leads from there. So to find your leads, even though Homespotter is included with a Listing Concierge package, you don't find the leads in Listing Concierge itself. You have to go to the dedicated Homespotter Boost tile that's in your desk. When you go to your desk and you had, your Homespotter Boost dashboard, and you had a listing that was run, all you need to do is click on scroll down a little bit to find the ad itself, and then click on these buttons here that say view or edit. You can view the leads that have come through for any campaigns that were previously running or any campaigns that have already ended. So once you click on view, you'll see the dedicated page for that listing. So for example, this one here in West Valley City in Utah is a running ad, but if you click on this engage tab behind the overview, you'll be brought to the leads that have actually clicked on the ad. And same goes for any listing that has already ended. You can still see the list of people who have engaged with it. Now, as far as the engagement, you can see, of course, a little summary of who has engaged, what they did, if they unlocked the addresses or the photos. This is all really useful information, but you can export these leads into an Excel file here by clicking this blue button, and then it'll download to your computer. Now, let me go back really quickly. So from here, the next step after this of exporting these leads, of course, is to actually do something with them, right? So if you are working with an active lead, or I'm sorry, an active listing, it might be a good idea to email all of these leads that you've gotten and invite them to the next open house or invite them to a showing if they'd like to see it, because all these people have unlocked photos, they've unlocked the addresses, but you're not quite sure if they've actually come to an open house or not. So it might be a good idea to reach out to them. Now, as for the listings that have already ended, you can still export these leads, and I would definitely think about exporting these leads and uploading them into your CRM and putting them on a drip campaign of sorts. You never know, if they were interested in this listing before, they might be interested in one of your future listings. So you can send them listing announcements through Moxie Engage. Now, as far as FAQs, is this connected to Listing Concierge? And yes, I've been talking about it, so it's included in your packages. Like I said, it is included in primarily bronze, gold, and platinum, but you have the option to swap out brochures to get it with the silver package as well. Do I need to own my own Facebook page in order to run these? No, you do not need to have your own Facebook business page. The ads are run from Coldwell Banker's business page. Can I upload my own custom ad design? And that's yes. For an agent promo ad, you can upload one social media design and one web design. You can change the featured photo or choose from MLS photos if you have a listing ad. And what targeting is used by default? So for listing ads, a 15-mile radius around the listing address is used for targeting. Now, a great idea is to utilize the other Coldwell Banker tool that we have, which is CBX Buyer Locator. That's another tile and desk. And you can put in the zip code of the listing address and then see just who exactly is moving into that area. You know, from being in Sacramento, for example, in Elk Grove, you might have some folks from Rockland moving in, but you won't know that unless you find that data. So CBX Buyer Locator is a great tool that utilizes big data to get that information for you, just to see what historical trends are happening and who is moving into that zip code particularly. So if you use CBX Buyer Locator and grab, the area of buyers, possible buyers, you can target your listing ad to that area so that you can target the people who are most likely to buy that listing. So some FAQs and tips. Can I create a custom targeted audience or upload contacts for an ad? And that is yes. You can upload a custom target audience for both listing and agent promotion ads. Now, listing ads do need to have 300 views before you can upload a custom list. So that's something to take note of. However, agent promotion ads, you can upload a custom list right from the start. You can upload your contacts into your CRM and so that you can send them campaigns to stay top of mind. You can export targeted email lists out of Cold Realty resource. You can export leads into, again, your CRM. And then you can also retarget those leads the next time you do a boost ad campaign. You can sign up for a weekly Coldwell Banker posting ideas at socialmediasignup.com. And now is time for the live demo. Now, before I jump into this, are there any questions from anyone? Doesn't sound like there's any questions. I don't see anything in the chat. All right, so I'll jump right into Desk here. So, of course, like I said, everything amazing is happening in Desk. So you'll want to find the Homespotter Boost tile. Now for me, it happens to be right here. If you can't find it, you can always use this little magnifying glass to find an app. And if you just type in Homespotter or Boost, then you should be able to find it there. So once you click on it, it'll look something kind of like this. Now mine looks a little bit different because I don't have any active listings. However, if you had active listings, it would show up kind of above here as little tiles that you can click on. So any active listings would show up there. But for me, since I don't have any active listings, I'm going to go with an agent promotion campaign. So maybe I've got to, advertise myself a little bit before I can get some listings, right? So from here, again, super simple. There's a big blue button here that says set up your campaign. We're going to click on that. It's taking a second to load. All right, perfect. So here it's going to show you a little preview on the left-hand side of what your ad might look like. Now, these are social media ads, of course. There are web ads. So the difference between social and web ads are the platform that it's going to be shown on. So social ads are things like Facebook, Instagram. Web ads can be if they were, the consumer was browsing like a news website and it would show up as a sidebar ad that you've probably seen before. And then the landing page. I'm not sure if I have one linked here. It looks like I do. So this is usually a generic page that will that you can link to. Usually it's your own website or it can be your profile on coldwellbanker.com. And you have the choice of choosing what you want it to go to. So I'm going to start with here. So from here, if you can see here from the campaign, it's an agent promotion type. Yes. For billing, it's a monthly auto renewal type, and you can cancel at any time. Right now, they're doing a special offer for buying 2 months, you get 1 free. So here is where you can really edit the content. If you see these little green buttons anywhere, this is where you do all the editing. So here is where should the ad clicks go. So we're going to edit that. And it looks like right now it's not really anything. This is like the auto-generated one that Boost creates for you. But if you want to use your own landing page, all you need to do is put that URL in here and it will go to that. Now, let me see if I wanted it to go to my website, for example, let me just grab that stuff here. Paste that in. I'm going to save and update. So now it's going to go to my website. Now for here, who will see this ad? You want to click edit. And this is really important because so many times agents have come to me and said that they want to retarget, but they could not find where to do it. And I will say they don't make it the easiest to find. So you will have to read this tiny small print here that says edit next to who will see your ad in order to change the location. Now it automatically populates for me to Concord because that's where our home office is in Concord, but you can pretty much choose anywhere you want. Say I'm gonna put Sacramento since that's where I'm from. That just makes the most sense to me. So we're gonna retarget to Sacramento, and now I'm going to save and update. So now people centered around Sacramento, California are going to see this ad. As for add text and images, we're gonna click edit, and we can see here all of the options that I can change. So update agent photo, that's the best photo I have, so I'm going to keep with that one. Update background. You can choose from the templated backgrounds that are offered here. So say I wanted maybe the city. And then for the business page, I'm gonna leave it as Coldwell Banker, but if you have your own Facebook business page, you can put that on here. Make sure your name is spelled correctly or whatever name you'd like to go by, and as well as the Facebook headline. So this is the content that is right here that kind of feeds right underneath the name of the business. Then the title will show right here. It's funny that the title is below, but that's where it is. And then contact me today, whatever you'd like to say, whatever call to action you prefer. I'm going to save and update. And from there, that's all you really need to do. There are only 3 sections to add to edit. I didn't show you, but if you wanted to upload your own ad, you would just toggle this button and upload those items here. Now they do have some dimension requirements for things like Facebook images or web images, so you would just have to follow those in order to upload your own ad, but you can do so there. And then, like I said, just those 3 items are the only things that can be edited, and you would just run the ad from there. Now, you might be wondering, where else would you see these ads? And that's such a hard question for me to answer when agents ask me this, because I always say, like Facebook, of course, Facebook, Instagram, and online anywhere. So how this works is it just kind of goes out to a lot of different websites that use ads as part of their revenue, right? So as you can see here, these are just some examples. So HGTV, Times, New York Times, Realtor.com, Weather Channel, Google, CNN, and then it says here, and thousands more. So literally anything and anywhere. I've seen agent ads when I was on dictionary.com and thesaurus.com. So those are not the only places it'll show up. One of my favorite stories is I had an agent one time who had a listing here in Elk Grove, and her seller actually was living in the Bay Area. So it was renter occupied. So they were trying to sell the home, and she was having some difficulty because she wanted to market to the Bay Area. So she took out a Homespotter boost ad for the home in Elk Grove, and she retargeted her advertising to the Bay Area. She also included her seller on that list. So to make sure that the seller would see the ad, right? Because, it's difficult when you're trying to sell a home for someone and they don't necessarily see all the work that you're doing on the back end, but it's great when they can see things like this out in the wild. So what had happened was she took out this ad, and her seller was browsing, I believe, the San Francisco Chronicle at one point and saw her home listed as an ad in the sidebar there, and she was so excited, and she called the real estate agent and was like, this is amazing. I can't believe you took out an ad in the San Francisco Chronicle. And, it just really made that seller's day, and of course made the agent's day too. The agent came back to me and was so excited that her seller thought that she placed an ad in the San Francisco Chronicle, but that's not the case, right? You just pay, for the listing ad, it's $40 a week, right? So you just pay that small amount, and the seller is targeted so that they can see their ad, what seems like in the wild for them, but they're actually being targeted. So it's a really great way to show your value to your sellers just by placing social media ads. And even more about targeted lists too. As far as agent promo ads like this goes, these are a great way to build on your sphere and reinforce your sphere. So say you are kind of a new agent and you have a good sized contact list. Maybe you're working on it, and that's okay. You have maybe 150 contacts, and you want to kind of remind them that you're a real estate agent. Maybe you've already sent a letter, but you want to reinforce that again. So you can run one of these agent promo ads and upload a list of people. I believe it's down here somewhere. So down here, I didn't show this part, but besides doing a geographic area, you can scroll down and add on a custom audience of contacts and website visitors. So from here, you can upload your client list, and agent promo ads don't require that you have 300 views before you can upload a custom list. So from here, right from the start, I can upload my client list of people, my 150 contacts. I can upload them here and make sure that they are targeted to see this ad, because, how cool is it? Like maybe you had some friends from high school that you kind of lost touch with. And you had them on your contact list, but it's been kind of hard reaching back out. High school was how many years ago? But you can put them on this list, and when they're browsing Facebook, when they're browsing HGTV, when they're browsing the Food Network, they'll see your agent promo ad on the sidebar and say like, hey, I know that person. How cool is it to see someone on an advertisement? Whether or not they know they're being targeted is another thing, but I just think it's a really cool way for you to subtly nudge and announce yourself as a real estate agent. And the great thing is that if they click on it at all, that ad will kind of follow them around unless they clear the cache and cookies. So it's a great way for you to say that you're a real estate agent without really being in their face about it. Yeah, so that's Homespotter Boost, and it's a really cool tool for anyone, whether you are a new agent or a seasoned agent. It's a great way to get new leads or reinforce the leads you already have. Are there any questions at all? I know we went through pretty quickly. It's only 21:22. Any questions at all? Okay, well, if there are no questions, I'm going to end class a little bit early and give you back 7 minutes of your day. But if you have any questions at all about Homespotter Boost, you are welcome to contact me. I'm going to drop my email in the chat right here. You can feel free to email me, or you can also reach out to your field marketing specialist or your SSA if you have any questions about Homespotter Boost and you'd like to place one. Okay. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you learned something useful today. I'm going to stop recording.